encourage them that if they're not happy to reach out to me personally first before they return anything, and I'll do the extra step of swapping them so they get them what they need right away, and it just minimizes the paperwork and shipping headaches for the customer.
Perfect, thank you. So do you approach wholesale customers, how do you approach wholesale customers when they cancel their LRP? And if so, what do you say to them?
Hey girl, what's up? So we need to talk, right? I think as honestly, it might just be my style. We talk a lot about playing to our strengths and the frosting on the cake and that kind of thing. The most chill I can be with someone and letting them know that I'm here, again, as a connector and a sounding board to help them find be like a problem solver for them, the better. So if it's like, hey, what's up? I saw that something went on. Did you have a question? Whatever. I think it's probably, going to open that door so that we are here in a place of trust, not in a place of sales. If it's like, oh, hello, I noticed that you dropped your order. They're going to be like, ee, right? And like, don't come near me. But if we can just say, hey, girl, I just saw this, chat with me, what's going on. I think, again, the most important thing that we are for these people are their advocates. That's why they call us that, right? We're not their oil sales girl. We are their advocate for wellness. We have the ability and the knowledge to present to them a way of life. And by being that for them, we immediately elicit that trust. And it's a relationship that continues to feed me and to feed my soul as I connect with people in this business as opposed to seeing them as numbers.
And I think identifying why, it's a curiosity rather than, you did this. So I always want to know, is it a credit card issue? Is it that they can't afford it anymore? I think a lot of people, depending on how many touches, and if we're really sort of emphasizing a natural wellness lifestyle, we're looking at all of what dōTERRA has to offer. So I find, sending the video link, Laura Jacobs does a great sort of walkthrough of all the different products that dōTERRA has. And so finding out the reason without sort of, hammering them or pestering them, finding out the reason, and then maybe, again, we're solutions providers. Maybe we have a solution for that. So if it's that they feel like they have enough oils, have they looked at the other products? Was it a credit card issue? Are they going away for a few months and they just didn't want the LRP to be sent? Maybe they don't know that they could ship it to another address. So I think you have to really sort of just, approach from a curiosity, a gentle curiosity perspective to see what's going on.
I think many times it's people lose sight of the value of LRP. And so what I did in the beginning to really shoot myself in the foot was I'd say, hey, do you want to order on LRP? And nobody, like y'all were saying, wants to order on LRP. They have lost really the value and vision of what Loyalty Rewards does for us, right? It gives us free products back, which is amazing. No store does that. And so when I approach people now, I say, hey, did you know that you just missed out on like 30 points? So to show you the value of this, I have, and I'll give them an oil, like a choice of oils that I have laying around from my, points I've accumulated. I'll say, would you like, a balance or a rosemary? And as to recoup you for those 30 points that you've lost because you haven't been on LRP because probably I didn't explain it well enough. And when you get back on LRP this month. And it's amazing because people, they love getting a free oil, right? But then they also don't feel like it was their fault. They can, join LRP back and feel like they haven't really lost anything.
That's a good idea.
All right, last question. How do you inspire customers to want to continue their monthly LRP?
I would say it's always about looking for opportunities. Opportunities to serve, opportunities to support, opportunities to open eyes to other solutions that are out there. So some ways specifically that our team does that, I would say that that's one of our team's strengths is as follows. Number one, we have like many of you probably in this room, have a Facebook group. So it's a community where we are always dripping in terms of education. Education about the ways that they can use the oils that they already have that they may not have thought about. Education about ways that they can use different oils that they weren't even aware of. Just the supplements, the personal care items, different things. So constantly are dripping. We are providing opportunities for continuing education, right? That's a big deal. We are directing them to the Daily Drop app for that continuous ongoing education, as well as the webinars, the monthly webinars that dōTERRA has so graciously provided all of us to use as another tool, another resource. I would say some other ideas to inspire people to continue with LRP is even just making a little customer appreciation. It doesn't have to be an event, but maybe a couple of times a year where you send them a thank you along with some samples of different things to try. Maybe it's the shampoo and conditioner that you send out, or a toothpaste, or maybe it's even something that you make that's specific to what you feel could best help them. So that's another way to just share experiences. Give them an opportunity to have an experience of something they may not have already done. Two other things that come to my mind are, we do a monthly recognition incentive type of program. So for everybody that has placed a 125 LRP order, each week we are providing a giveaway, and they're automatically entered into that giveaway. And that giveaway is going to be things that aren't necessarily popular, or maybe they haven't heard of, like the laundry detergent, or the all-purpose cleaning solution. You know, some of those more obscure things that people are like, oh, you have that? So it gives them an opportunity to try some new things that maybe they haven't put on their LRP before. So that's something that we've started implementing to help encourage and inspire the LRP. And the last thing is we run a campaign. It was called LRP Love. And basically every day we gave them some additional education about LRP, and just took them from the beginning to the end, really, and then provided some incentives and giveaways for those people that participated and commented and that sort of thing.
One thing I wanted to share, you know, from the perspective of you guys all being silver, it's a huge accomplishment that you're all here. But many of them in the back of your mind, you're wondering, okay, how much time and money does this business take? Because you're probably juggling kids or another full-time job, or maybe you're retired and you're not sure, right? So I need like maximum results with minimum time and effort. So at the end of my class, I end with 3 action steps that I encourage them to do, and I say, if you do these 3 things, I promise you that your health will improve. So I shared this in the Dominican Republic on the trip, and I've had so many people contact me personally because it's so simple and anyone can do it. So I say it's the 3 R's. So number 1, I say you want to rethink every area of your daily routine, because you don't realize how much you're already spending at Target, Walmart, and Amazon. It's just not all at once, okay? So there's your LRP budget right there. And then number 2, I say everything we're teaching you is, the goal is every disease, the root cause is inflammation, the majority. So these oils do the opposite, which is increase circulation. So if there's a way that we can help you reduce your toxic load, so it's rethink your routine, reduce toxins, and then number 3, you want to redirect whatever you're already spending to dōTERRA. That is going to inspire them to continue baby steps towards a healthy lifestyle. And then the second thing is, when they place their first LRP, you want to highly encourage them to pay 50 cents for a whole page of labels. We used to get this in our kit, and it's a different format now, so they don't get all the stickers. Number one, when they see that we have hundreds of oils, they're gonna freak out. And number two, in their mind, they're gonna want all the oils eventually. Now, the second thing is you want them to pay $1 for the product catalog. It is like gold. It is an ongoing LRP and magazine that tells you how every single product works. So if they have that in their possession, they will naturally look things up, and on the next page, they'll want the other products. So that's an ongoing commercial.
I just have one little thing to add to that. So I'm not a huge make and take DIY person. I have to admit that until 2 years ago, I didn't even know what DIY meant. But I think I just finished running, and I ran it in 2 different communities. It was a 6 to 8 week essential oil university. We didn't call it university, but essential oil, almost like boot camp. And we sort of went through all the different areas of our home, our lifestyle, that sort of thing. And I made it really practical and tangible. So we were taking consumers who were just being plugged in, and we were doing something in purpose that they knew, 1 hour a week for 6 to 8 weeks that we were going to meet as a group. It was really fun. There was a lot of connections made. You started to form this community, and I think that people want to belong. And when they feel like they belong to something, there's so much value in that. And so what we did was we took all the different areas of their house, and so when it came to green cleaning, we showed them, hey, look, you can make a foaming hand soap in less than a minute for $1. And you can even price it out so that the people that need to see the numbers, that they're seeing that, wow, not only are these oils versatile, but also, look, hey, like Gina said, we think we're making this huge investment. It's an investment in one lump sum, but add up everything else you're doing in a month, and you're going to see that, we're actually saving money and getting healthier. So that was really fun. People really appreciated that 6 to 8 week program, because again, we formed connections and friendships, and we're all on this journey together, so.
Well, thank you so much, you guys. Would you guys give our panel a round of applause? In fact, go ahead and stand up and take a bow. All of you.